Well, hello, welcome or welcome back. Thanks for stopping by. Today we are doing the October budget setup. It's going to change a little bit from last month, so let's get into it. We're going to start with our incomes. These are not the ones I do. Yes, I have things set up differently. Pay 1, pay 2, and then my reselling. Now, always guesstimate about 950, and reselling this month will only be at 200 because I just made a couple bucks more than that. I do already have that figured out by the time I do my budget set up for the month. I do it after the last month's review to see if I can try and change things or need to change things, so that is why. That'll bring down here. See what we got here. We do our income and expenses. So my projected income will be 2,100. Yep. Projected income has been going down each month. Hopefully I can get it to start going back up with reselling because I'm getting my butt back into listing and trying to actually sell more. Anywho, I do have that number not on me, but we'll fill it in at some point. Starting here, we'll have rent for 600. The phone is at 90, which usually comes in at 85 something. Electricity, we budget 150 because that's basically the highest my electricity has ever been. I don't know if I'm paying this month or not. I don't know if I'm paying partial this month. It's the whole LEAP thing that I've mentioned in other months. I don't know. I find their statements to be a little confusing because one of them it'll say like negative this amount, which means that you have that as a balance, except for they switch it over and it'll say that it'll not make it a negative number anymore. It'll be a positive number, but it'll tell me I don't owe anything. And it's on an automated system to automatically take the bill out of my account. Nothing's come out for months. So I know that credit is there. I know it's from LEAP, but the statement is just very confusing. It's not consistent, and I haven't been able to get my brain to wrap around it to figure out exactly how it works and exactly what numbers I do have. I would love to know that. It's just with a statement that confusing. I can't. My brain will not function with it swapping around, giving me different numbers, not making any sense. I can't do it. So we just budget 150 at about what it should be. There's the internet, which we budget 100 for. Yeah, this will be 940. That hasn't changed this month. Gas, we will budget 50. We will actually spend some of that this month because my tank is on half full, which is when I fill it back up. So it's at that point. Health, under insurance, is my dentist insurance. That is at 30. Car and rent insurance, we guesstimate 80. At one point in time, it had gone down to about 70 bucks, but it's back up. Probably because my car is getting old. It's an 09. That tells you something, don't it? So that's 110. Food, we are going to go over this one here in a sec. And then I don't do anything in this one, and I don't do anything in that one. Personal care, this is where we put in spending, but we are going to have a couple of different categories because we're also adding in NeuroRx and, well, I cannot get that X to work. That'll be at 48. This only comes around every 3 months. And we're going to add in subscriptions. These are my Amazon subscriptions. But for subscriptions, and they will change monthly because I do have some stuff that shows up like every other month versus every other week. And I actually have laundry detergent coming in at every 4 months. My subscriptions for this month will be at 55. And that's where something changes with spending, because I have that at 600 right now. So I'll have to figure out how to get that down. But I want subscriptions to be considered in that price. I don't want it additional. This is stuff that was already purchasing through my regular spending. So that leaves my spending at 545. So we have to half that, which of course is an uneven number. So 545 divided by 2. I don't know why I have to do this on the calculator, but my brain is like, nope, I'm not figuring that out in my head. Okay, we'll do it this way then. But that gives you 275, 72, not 5. The 5 came in because it's 272.50. That's when my brain is jumping ahead of my mouth. That causes a lot of problems. 272.50. Which means my grocery budget is 272.50. Now, for informational purposes, 545 divided by 4 gives you $136 each week rather than $150. So let's see how that goes. So my total for this one will be $272.50, and this one, I don't think I have anything else there. No, I'm not doing an other spending this month. So that gives you $272.50 plus 48 plus 55 equals $375.50. Entertainment is Hulu, and we're going to see another price increase. It's going up to about $13, which could go up more. I don't know, because it's going up to like $12.99. I don't know if it'll be exactly that or if they'll add more fees and taxes to it. They probably will, because the 107 was 99 cents a month. So I'm guessing I'll probably have to go up to 14. Maybe I should just go ahead and do that this month. We'll go ahead and move it up to 14. That's the smart thing to do. We'll go ahead and move it up to 14 because we know we're going to have some taxes or fees or whatever tacked on. Here, I'm filling that in without filling this in. The total will be at 14. This one is at 56. And then the different credit cards will be at 200 a piece because that's what we would like. And the second one always will put that on it. But the first one I actually use, to buy most things. So we do actually make a payment on it, usually somewhere in the vicinity of $1,500 or so, like that. So I make a monthly payment on it, but by the time I add in what I've actually spent on it, last month's shows that it should have gone up by about $607. So the plan is to try and actually pay more on it rather than add more to it. But again, we just kind of have to see where that goes. That's $456, and then we do our savings and our investments, which savings is 50 to 100. I do a savings challenge. Some months, last month I only had 50. Some months I might pay a little more, even up to $100 pay money that I put into my savings account. And then investments will be at 50 for sure. That will make 100 to 150 guesstimated. I think I just did last month's expenses at the 150 because it's just easier. As for my miscellaneous, we have flip at $9. We'll have credit card interest. And then we'll have Audible and Prime. Let's see, are the interests in comparison to what they were last month. I want to, I think, bring Chase back down to a guesstimated 125, as well as we'll do another 125 for this one. It should have a little bit more interest this month than it did last month. So yeah, and then Audible will be at 16 and Prime will be at 17. That means we have to actually add these up. Got 9 plus 125 plus 125 plus 16 plus 17 equals 292. Yeah. So, guesstimated income, guesstimated expenses. Guesstimated expenses is always more. But most months it actually comes in as less than what I have guesstimated here. I do need to start changing the expenses to try and equalize those, but yeah, it's just that would, I can get rid of a couple of things like Audible and Prime, could easily get rid of those. That would save me a couple bucks, but the only place I really have, I could just pay the minimum on Chase, which is saving $20 or something like that. Other than that, I'd have to reduce spending groceries, which I'm struggling just to buy at this point with the money that I'm putting into it. Overall, I've already reduced my phone bill. Electricity, just who knows with electricity, so we'll go to 92, then we'll add 150, then we'll add 456, 14, 375, 50. Yes, that's correct. Like, wait, no, that's correct. Plus this one. I was thinking it should be this one. My brain was mixing them up. 272.50 plus 110 plus a 50 plus 940 equals. Estimated expenses are at 2,368. I might consider getting rid of those. Prime is really nice, but it's also encouraging me to, I don't know if I need Prime for the subscriptions. I think you might have to have Prime for the subscriptions. Otherwise you'll get charged. Or if not, then if they're not above 35, then I'd be getting charged for shipping, which does not help. Defeats one of the purposes of having the subscriptions, so it'd still be less than Prime. I don't know, we'll do some number crunching, see what happens there. Audible, yeah, I like to get a book each month, but I might just go ahead and drop Audible. We'll see. You'll see in the budget review if I drop Audible, because I'll either tell you or it'll be at zero this month because I won't have paid anything to it. So we'll look into that. Hulu I could drop, but a new season of Only Murders in the Building came out, so maybe I'll wait until after the full season is out and watch it, and then I'll drop it. I'm not just paying for the whole year, just a few months of it. Anywho, yeah, that's this part of the budget. We have, clear that, set it aside. I have this filled out with my paydays and savings account set up. I do have a couple things in here because it is a couple days into October. But my Walmart for the week. And then there's the NeuroRx. Now we need to fill out the debt tracker. Let's pull out the debt tracker from here. This is why I like Happy Planner. Oh yeah, so satisfying. Start filling this in. These strips are a little smaller than those strips. I was confused for a sec. Upstart. Credit card 1. Credit card 2. Which will give you totals here. Skip 1. Do student loan 1. Student loan 2. Good thing you don't need to read my handwriting. Student loan 3. And we'll start with last month's, which will be this column. It's at 144,804. This one is at 5,885.38, and this one is at 5,844.77. Now, if you look at this one or you watch my other video, you'll see that things did go down from last month, but even though the one credit card I actually spent more on than I paid to it, it's just because these go statement to statement rather than end of the month, statement to statement. It's just hard to fudge the numbers with. So keeping myself accountable that I really need to. I wouldn't fudge the numbers anyways, but sometimes you just want to feel like you're moving forward, so you'll kind of lie to yourself about the numbers that you're seeing. If you watched last month's review, yeah, apparently I was doing that because I completely forgot half of my bills and was like $1,000 off or something. I don't remember. A couple $1,000 off. 1,100. No, I think I would have been. No, couple $100 off. 100, not 1,000. My brain. I'm seeing big numbers here. This is how my brain works. It must be nice to have a normal brain. I would not know. So, yeah. But apparently I was wanting to see smaller numbers. Don't we all? And I forgot to figure in some of my bills. So you saw me searching for what went wrong. What went wrong? Wow, that is hard to say. But to see what went wrong with my budget last month, with not the budget as a whole, but checking the budget and making sure the numbers are accurate. 96 having given me a total eek 81 8015. Yeah, student loans. Don't know what's happening with those, where those are going. All I know is my student loans are going up, and it is very depressing that I cannot pay anything on them. And yeah, my student loan forgiveness wouldn't be for another like 10 years. So maybe whatever is going on with this administration will change during the next administration, and student loans will go back to normal rather than whatever weirdness they're doing right now. So that's that. Spending tracker, we will have week 1, which will be the 1st through the 9th. And we'll just start adding it up. We do have a 48. No, we don't have that one. Let's see here. We have 77, 27 to Walmart from weekly groceries, at least part of them. And yeah, but that's that one, and that's all we've got at the moment, because that should move us to our weekly budget check-in, which we will do as the month progresses. This is just the other side to the spending tracker and that. So our monthly budget is set up for this month. We at this point are showing about $268 over in expenses from what we guesstimate will get paid. I do have a couple dollars more from reselling, but I don't have access to that because it's on my camera, not on my camera, on my phone, which I am using as my camera right now, so can't access it. Pay 1 and 2 will probably be more than this. I know last month, the month before, I said they weren't letting us do overtime anymore. They're letting us do overtime. I don't know. They're confusing. So hopefully I'll get a little bit more than that, and hopefully we will see the reselling number go up next month. Anyways, that'll be it for this one. So if this interested you, you know, do all the things. Like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I will go ahead and see you in the next one. Bye.